Okay, so for our next phone that we're going to look at is the Yealink T85W, which is a good replacement for anyone using the T54 series phones. And here we've got it, the T85 series phone from Yealink. I'm going to unbox it. So let's see what we get in the box. Manual, guide, handset. Well, first impressions count, and this phone makes an amazing first impression. I love the way they've gone away from the shiny aluminium buttons and they've gone for a matte finish across all of them. I think that's really nice. Also, I've noticed that the dust catching hinge is now missing, so that means the phone's a lot cleaner. Also, looking at the profile, it's a lot thinner as well on the profile. And I noticed that also, like the AX86R phone, which we reviewed in another video, there is an emergency button on the top of this phone. So if you want to hit it and you've got an emergency going on in your school reception or in your clinic reception or your office or wherever you are, hit that, and that can be pre-programmed to tannoy people or call a certain number of people or even call the emergency services. Let's have a look at putting it together, shall we? Okay, so what else have we got in the box? Okay, once we get rid of the packaging, we have got the handset, which I'll just remove there, nice and solid. These phones are also made with PCR materials, which means they are made from materials that were something else. So this could have been a washing machine at some time, for all I know, or a vacuum cleaner, or who knows. But basically they grind up the plastic, they wash it, recycle it, and then reconstitute it into the cases for this. Curly cords, we've got the base, and we've got an Ethernet cable. Won't be using the Ethernet cable in this example because these phones are also Wi-Fi. Point to note, if you're connecting these phones, if you are using the Ethernet lead just goes in the back here where it says Internet. And if you've got what's called power over Ethernet, then this will boot up your phone and power it. This other lead here that says socket here that says PC, by the name of it suggests, it goes to your PC. So if you've got one wall socket, you can put one lead in here and one lead straight into your PC. No need for extra cabling. So let's put it together without further ado. So first of all, let's get the foot. These feet just slot on really easily. There's some arrows here indicating which way the base slides. Once you put them in, there we go. Phone is now secure, ready to go on your desk. Looking smart and pretty. Next thing we need to do is attach the curly cord. I'll remove this slip. It just gets in the way. Okay, there's two ends of the curly cord. Use the short end for the handpiece. Just goes in the base here. And the longer end goes into the back here, which just goes into this socket here that says handset. There is also an option to use a corded headset if you wish. But as I alluded to earlier in the features, this is Wi-Fi 6 and Bluetooth 5 compatible, which means you can connect it to any Bluetooth headset that you like. So just put that in there. Okay, once we've got that secured, place it on the receiver, and we're ready to power up the phone. So power supply options. As I mentioned earlier, you can power these phones from either an Ethernet cable if you're using powered over Ethernet, or if you're just simply using the Wi-Fi and want to plug this in anywhere in the building, just use a 3-pin mains plug. These are 10-watt power supplies. You need to order these separately. Once that's plugged in, flip the phone over, got jack plug on the back, and we're ready to go. So that phone takes about a minute for it to boot up. You get a welcome screen and then it initializes while it connects to your phone system. Okay, so when the phone's booted up, it will ask you to connect to the Wi-Fi. So we're going to go through the process of connecting to Wi-Fi. See here, we've got Wi-Fi list. Let's click on it. You can use the up and down keys. We're going to connect to the Wi-Fi here. And then we're going to enter the password. Once you've entered the password, you've also got the option of showing the password so you can see if you enter the password correctly. Once you've entered the password, just go down to save. Wait a second while the phone connects. Gets an IP address. Then it will connect to your phone system. And away we go. Now we've got the phone online, let's go through some of the features. Okay, so here we've got speakerphone. The volume button acts as volume when you're for the ringer. Also acts as the volume when you're on a call on speakerphone. And it also acts as the in-ear volume when you're on a call to make the caller louder or quieter. This will be your history and also your auto provision button. So if you need to connect it to your phone system and your supplier is saying press the auto provision button, just hold this down for 5 seconds. It will say auto provision now, and that will automatically put all the new settings onto your phone. If you want to place a call on hold, just press the hold button. That puts it on hold. If you want to transfer a call, just press this for transferring. If you want to make an outbound call, just dial the number directly. And this button here is useful for navigating the menus. So if you're in the menu option, you want to select something like status, look at the MAC address or Wi-Fi or whatever it is you want to look at, you can go back through the menus using this. Also along here, you've got some soft buttons. You've got history, which shows your recent calls. You've got your directory, which will access your phone book. You can place your call yourself on Do Not Disturb, useful if you don't want to be called. And then if you want to access the menu features, such as connecting your Bluetooth device or connecting to the Wi-Fi, just hit the menu. Okay, also something to note on this phone is something slightly new. So you've got the buttons down the side, buttons are here and the buttons across the bottom. But you've also got these buttons here, which just slightly less prominent. But you've got a page button here, so you can go through different pages and access more settings. You've got a mute button, which is handy in the call. So on a call, mute yourself. You've got a headset button, so if you've got a headset connected, you can press the headset. And also you've got a voicemail button, which when configured,
Welcome to your voicemail.
will access your voicemail.
Your mailbox number.
Really, the only thing left to do is to make a call on it. So let's make a quick call. So I'll just call our office. I'll just ask my colleague to take that call for a second.
Thank you for calling CFone Communications. We believe good communication starts with listening, so we record our calls to continuously improve our customer service. Please stay on the line and we will connect you to one of our team.
Hi there, this is Mark from CFone. How are you? Yeah, I'm just going to put you on speakerphone. You give me a count to 3, please. Go for it.
1, 2, 3.
Thank you very much. So there you have it, the T85W from Yealink. It's an excellent phone, available from CFone Communications. It's a perfect replacement for the T5 series, great for receptions and great for executives that are looking for a little bit more from their phone. And finally, we've got the logo customized as CFone, but if you wanted it customized in your hotel or your school or your clinic or your business's logo, these can be automatically pasted onto the screen as well for you. There is another feature of these phones which are really useful if you're in a busy reception, and I'm going to show you the expansion modules, which I'm going to get out of the box now. So here we are. This is called the EXP55W. Just have a look and see what you get in the box. So we've got the instructions. You've got the expansion module. Just here. And should have a nifty little foot. And you get a screwdriver for attaching the base firmly, the expansion module to your base. Just get the foot out. Let's attach this to the base. So there's arrows at the bottom here pointing which way you should attach this foot. Just slides on. You notice it's got a USB and a slot here for going into the side of the phone. See the side of the phone here? There's the slot. There's a USB. At the back there's a screw, what the screwdriver's for. For this purpose I'm just going to slide it in. That's now connected. And that will come up. When that's finished booting, you'll see the welcome screen, and then we can program all of these keys. Let's just count up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So we've got 13 down each side, which gives you a total of 26 programmable buttons. So you can have rooms, departments, people, suppliers, contacts, customers, whatever you want that you regularly speak to, you can have these programmed up. There's also actually 3 pages. So when you press this button here, you get a further 26. Then you press this button here, you get a further 26 number of calls. Now, what's really nice about this is if you've got a really big hotel, or if you've got a large school or a building that's got many, many more floors, you can do this. So what we have here is another EXP85W. So we get that one out of the box. We get the manual, you know the score. We get the main unit. What else do we get? Screwdriver and a foot, I hear you say. Okay, let's get the foot out. Once we've plugged this in the side, like so. Second one will boot up. Then you can have a total of 3 of these EXP55s. It would take up quite an amount of desk space, I do admit, but with 2 of these you got 52, and with a third one that would be 78, I believe, 78 buttons visible at any one time, so you can see how many people are on the phone talking and speed dial as many people to your heart's content. These can also be logoed up with your company logo, school logo, clinic logo, hotel logo, whatever it is you want. So that's the T85W with 2 EXP55 side panels for calling and seeing who's on the phone at any one time.